Where did you put that in?
Now you're hot.
You ready?
This should pick up all of you guys. Just be careful.
Thank
It
you.
was great to see you all.
Great to see you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Good evening and welcome to the Lowell Zoning Board of Appeals, public hearing for May 9th, 2022. Tonight, our meeting is being held in the Arthur Hammer Conference Room, JFK Civic Center. We are available call in, Zoom, as well as being recorded on LTC for public hearing purposes. All documents are uploaded on the city's website. And those who wish to speak on behalf of petition will be brought through the Zoom process this evening. Moving right into continued business. We have 3 petitions on for continuance. 2 under continued business, 1 under new business. I will take the new business out of order to expedite the meeting. ZBA 2022-3 for a variant of 505 Capital Partners LLC 3840 Swift Street, section 5.1 and section 6.1.10. We are in receipt of a communication for a continuance request of 6/13/22. We have a motion, Mr. Clerk.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion on ZB 2022-3 for 38-40 Swift Street to continue the public hearing in this matter to June 13th.
We have a second.
Second motion, Mr. Chairman.
Seconded by the Vice Chairman. May I have a roll call? Approved continuance at 6/13/2022.
Approve continuance.
Approved continuance to June 13th, 2022.
Approved continuance 13/2022.
Approved continuance.
We're going to continue business, ZBA 2022-11, variance at Lynn Lowell LLC, 4-8 Wigan Street and 153 Willie Street, section 5.1, section 6.1. We are in receipt of a communication for continuance to June 13th, 2022. May I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion for ZB 2022-11 for 4-8 Wigan Street and 153 Willie Street to continue the public hearing in this matter to June 13th, 2022.
May I have a second? Seconded by Mr. Proko. May I have a roll call, please? Approved continuance to June 13th, 2022.
Approve continuance.
Approved continuance to June 13th, 2022.
Approval. Approved continuance June 13th, 2022.
Approved continuance.
Moving forward, we'll take this one out of order under new business. For variance, DBA 2022-25. Kenneth Lanier on behalf of JAF 27 LLC, 9 Lupien Road, section 5.1. Petitioner has a communication for a continuance to June 13th, 2022. We have a motion, Mr. Clerk.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion on ZB 2022-25 for 90 Lupine Road to continue the public hearing to June 13th, 2022.
May I have a second? Seconded by Mr. Briere. May I have a roll call? Approved continuance to June 13th, 2022.
Approve continuance.
Approved continuance to June 13th, 2022.
Approval. Approved continuance June 13th, 2022. Moving forward under continued business, ZBA 2022-16 for a variance. Maggie McHale at 22 Bellevue Street, section 5.1 and section 6.1. Maggie McHale has applied to the Planning Board and Zoning Board of Appeals seeking special permit and variance approval at 22 Bellevue Street. The applicant seeks to convert the existing 2-family residential building into a 3-family residential building. The property is located in traditional multifamily TMF zoning district. The proposal requires special permit approval from the planning board pursuant to Article 12.1, subsection C, to expand a residential structure to 3 units. Variance approval pursuant to section 6.1 for relief from the off-street parking requirement and off-street parking dimensions. Section 5.1 for relief from the minimum lot area per dwelling unit and minimal usable open space per dwelling unit requirements, and any other relief required under the Lowell zoning ordinance. The application requires a continuance to May 11th meeting due to planning board review and approval. Petitioner here this evening.
We have iPad identify themselves, just
Think it's Sandy McNamara. This last. So she's not an interest, party of interest.
Okay, so none being heard, we'll accept the communication in the application to be continued to May 11th, 2022.
that would be, May 11th would be the planning board.
Correct, yes, apologies. Ours
May-
would be,
May
34th,
23rd.
23rd.
Yeah.
So we need to push this out.
we have 4 for the 23rd.
I think we have 8 or 9.
We have 6, right? We have a lot. So
Yeah.
6:13, we just continued 3 with 1. So
So 27. Want to do the 27th, 27th?
27th it is. We have a motion, Mr. Clerk. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion on ZB 2022-16 for 22 Bellevue Street to continue the public hearing in this matter to June 27th.
Thank you. May I have a second? Second, Ms. Myrobi. May I have a roll call, please? Approve continuance to 6/27/2022.
Approve continuance.
Member Brier,
Approval.
Member Callahan,
Approve continuance to June 27th, 2022.
Member Werner,
Continue to 27, 22.
Member Miller,
Approve continue. Moving forward under new business. GBA 2022-20 for variance, Mahita Gonzalez at 105 Long Meadow Drive. Section 5.1, Mahita Gonzalez has applied to the zoning board of appeals to construct an addition to her single-family home at 105 Long Meadow Drive. The property is located in suburban single-family SSF zoning district. It requires 2 variances, variance with a maximum floor area ratio and minimum lot size under section 5.1 and any other relief required in the Lowell zoning ordinance. Petitioner here this evening. Good evening. Appreciate your patience. Want to just tell us a little bit about your project and how you're going to move forward with it? Okay, if you just state your, okay, great. If you just state your name and address for the record and just,
Gonzalez, Borcas Gonzalez, 105 Long Meadow Drive. Road. So we're just trying to add an addition to the house for easy access. My mom's been older, for she's accessible and like just have her on a one floor living space.
we need 2 variances, one for. What is the current FAR? That increase is less than
133.
133. Yeah.
133 is current.
Yeah. You have any other? Anyone else comes on your behalf, builder or surveyor or anything?
No, we have the architect's plans and I've been interviewing a couple of contractors
Okay.
to see like what it would look like to see if there needed to be any changes to
Okay.
anything based on the plans from the architect. So we're just interviewing a couple of contractors.
And all submittals have been submitted.
Yes.
The landscape plan.
And also we, the house has.
Ma'am, if I could excuse you, just state your name and address for the record.
Sorry,
Thank you.
105 Long Meadow Drive.
Thank you very much.
And one of the reasons too is, the house will look even nicer, you know, we want to be handicap accessible, but also, it will look more uniform, and that's another reason, it will look really nice, instead of having that piece, like it's a bedroom that we're not using, so now it would be look nicer, like. appearance.
Great, thank you. That being said, I'd like to open up to the public. Anyone wishing to speak in favor? Favor? In favor? That portion of public hearing is closed. Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? In opposition? In opposition? That portion of public hearing is now closed. I'd like to open up to the board, Dan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the applicant, Ms. Gonzalez. I think your addition would work. I think it'd be fine. I think the only concern I have is what the planning department stated in terms of shed. You're gonna have to move the shed.
That will be, the
Okay,
shed will be, taken off, and we're gonna have a small little storage in the back just for the snow blower and lawn mower, like the major elements. But the shed will be taken off.
perfect, thank you. And then, did you see the comments from the engineering department about the plumbing and all that? And you're willing to do all that as well?
Right,
If
when we
needed.
have a contractor
Yeah.
and the recommendation based on the professional opinion, then we will go and back into the city hall and do whatever we need to do. That's what we're planning.
That's perfect, thank you. So as long as you're willing to go by the comments and recommendation of the plan department and the city and the engineer and all that, I have no issues, concerns, and I do agree with you that I think
It's
that.
sad we can't see the meeting.
well Fit into the neighborhood and in your home and add value to the whole neighborhood. I wish you the best of luck, so thank you.
And I spoke to our neighbor, they're very excited. They just-
That's even
Wow.
better, that's great.
Yeah, 'cause I
Yeah.
was by the property and they spoke very nice, very kind words.
We,
You have a nice, yeah, they certainly do.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. Let me interrupt. Sean?
Thank you, through you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah, my concern mainly was about the shed, but since
Meeting.
you're going to be removing that, I think the one thing we would need is
Meeting.
updated plans, so that we condition this on you providing those new plans that show that the shed is going to be removed.
Okay.
Also, I'm sorry, it's kind of filtering through, and if Dan brought it up, I'm sorry about this, but is it gonna be a walkway? You're gonna put a walkway up to the new
Yes.
thing, so new plans you submit would have to show that walkway,
Okay.
and what kind of material is being used for that walkway going up to the new entry. But other than that, yes, I mean, I think the request here, fairly minimal as far as the floor area ratio. You're looking at 0.06 amount, which is minimal. The lot size, 80, about 1,400 or so. You're missing on the lot size, which, but it would fit in with the other houses in the neighborhood. So barring that you would agree with those conditions, I would be in its support. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Clark? Mark? Answers you. Satisfied.
Thank you. So
Thank you, Mark. Judge?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I agree with my fellow members. I think the fact that you addressed the issues that you were concerned about, I would support this. Just as Member Callahan mentioned, submit some plans to go. But
Thank you, Robert.
Mr. Chairman, I too am in favor of supporting this petition. Based on the conditions PPD has asked to be provided, so I will support the petition with the condition.
Thank you. So you have two conditions. We're gonna get an updated plans on the removal of the shed. And then
I'll say one condition.
one condition will follow the other, right, Mr. Clerk?
Correct.
And then the walkway itself. You're acceptable for both of those? Great.
so you would need this from the architect, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
And So,
And you'll probably be able to follow up with DPD staff and they'll provide you a copy of the plan.
Right.
And help you through that process. So. Good things moving for you. That being said, any other comments or concerns from the board?
Again, I just want to emphasize the new site plan as far as the walkway, like you similar to what you have in the current site plan that shows the brick walkway
Yeah.
that goes. Same thing with the new walkway that you're going to be showing, what type of material is going to be used.
Similar to what I have.
Yeah.
now.
Okay. I'll make sure we get that updated with the materials and showing that the shed will be raised and
Cool. Yep.
like another addition. Okay?
Yep, great, thank you. So, if there's no other,
Send that in to the solid. And then I, if I need to print it.
Right. You're welcome. Any other comments or concerns of the board? I'm being heard. May I have a motion, Mr. Clerk?
so three, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion on ZBA 2022-20 for 105 Meadow Street. For variance approval under section 5.1 for minimum FAR, minimum lot size to construct addition to a single existing family residential building. With the condition that the applicant is to provide an updated site plan showing the removal of the shed in the rear yard and the proposed new walkway along with material for that walkway to the new entryway.
Thank you. May I have a second?
I'll second the motion, Mr. Chairman.
Second by the vice chair. May I have a roll call, please?
Chairman Bender,
Approval conditions.
Vice Chair Bender,
Approve conditions.
Member Callahan,
Approval conditions?
Member Brier,
Approval.
Member Broker,
Approve with conditions.
Member Rogan,
Approve the conditions.
Please, you've been unanimously approved. We wish you the best of luck. And hopefully you're digging soon.
Well, let's see.
Thank you.
Thank
kindly.
you.
Have a good night. Moving forward on the new business. DBA 2022-21 for a variant, Manuel Bermeo at 225 Cross Street, section 5.1. Manuel Bermeo has applied to the zoning board of appeals for the construction of a deck in the associated stairs at 225 Cross Street. Property is located in traditional multifamily zoning district and requires a variance for side yard setback under section 5.1 and any other relief required in Lowell zoning ordinance. Is the petitioner with us this evening via Zoom? Via call-in? Via notice of non-appear? We have no communications, PPD?
not that I.
We don't know, the iPad participant hasn't identified. Okay.
I think it is Miss Packard. She showed her face for me.
Oh,
To say
okay.
hi to us. I don't know if
Oh.
anyone saw.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's move next.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, and being heard for this petition. Motion to move to 627, if that's the wish of the board. 613 is packed up, 523 is packed up.
I agree with you, Mr. Chairman. 627. It's very reasonable.
Professional credit extended by the board. Anyone have an issue with that? All agreeance?
As long as Serena, just someone will reach out to the applicant, obviously.
Yeah, this will be the final public notice. There's no need to notify abutters. Or no public notice. That's it. May I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion on ZBA 2022-21 for 225 Cross Street for continuance of the public hearing to June 27th, 2020.
Have a second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Proko. May I have a roll call, please?
Chairman Karen,
Continue to June 27th, 2022.
Vice Chair Bender,
Approve continuance.
Member Callahan,
If I
Approve
yell, will
continuance
you
to
hear
June
me?
27th, 2022.
Member Brier,
Approve. Approve continuance. 27.
Rogan,
That has been continued. Moving forward on the other business, we have minutes for approval for April 25th, 2022. Minutes, anyone have any additions, deletions, concerns? None being heard, may I have a motion to accept?
Well, for you, Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to accept the minutes for April 25th.
May I have a second? Second by Mr. Brier, may I have a roll call?
Chairman Karen,
Accept the minutes for 4/25/2022.
Vice Chair Bender,
Accept the minutes.
Member Callahan,
Abstained.
Member Brier,
Second.
Member Broker,
Accept.
Member Rogan,
Approve the meeting minutes.
No other, you have nothing under other business? Anyone have any concerns or comments? None being heard, we have a packed back-to-back meetings due to continuances. Hopefully everyone will have their documents in line. Any other concerns? None being heard, maybe all in favor for an adjournment? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.
That was good. Wow. That's-
Oh, we have. Hi.
Hello.
Zoning and planning board?
Zoning board, yeah.
Or
You, sir?
one of the people on the agenda.
Okay,
Or which?
which one?
What's the address?
225 Cross Street.
Oh,
We continued that to,
and also wait until.
June 27th.
yes. Yeah, we adjourned the meeting. The meeting started at 6:30,
Right.
so we adjourned. Meeting's over. We continued our petition to June 27th.
We were at the previous location.
Right. No, I understand, I understand that, but we,
Any exception that you could, might not take that long.
the public hearing's been closed. I can't reopen it. No, because we've already voted on the adjourn.
So nobody show up on the whole list?
Oh, agenda list? Oh, people showed, yeah.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah. We changed, it was a meeting change. We generally start at 6:30.
Right.
So
We
if you
actually
want,
started later.
yeah, we did. We started at 20 minutes to 7. If you want to reach out to DPD and have the conversation. We might have,
We had trouble getting into the building
No, I-
because police officers.
no, I understand, and we apologize for that. It was beyond our control. The city did it to us as well. You check with Christine and or Francesca. This has never happened to us before, so maybe I don't know what we do. I know,
This is a retroactive.
yeah,
It's not, doesn't seem to be urgent, I'm presuming. It's a retroactive
Already
variance.
built.
right?
it's built,
Yeah,
It's already built.
so you're seeking
it's already built, but
forgiveness
we need the permissions to finish up.
to
the
finish it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. that's
Um,
for another month, it's gonna be a challenge for us.
yeah, no, I understand that. There's no intent to delay.
Yeah, I don't want to get a.
Yeah, just to get her opinion.
Appreciate it.
No, I don't think this has ever happened to us.
Yeah. See, what the thing is, once we close.
Once the meeting is closed, public
Yeah.
hearing is closed, we can't reopen it because it doesn't give the public to participate. in it.
It's open meeting law.
It's open meeting law. So I can request to her, we can request to her as a board to maybe move up your continuance from today. You know what I mean?
With new notice. Yeah, they'd have to send.
We'd have to send a notice, yeah. So we're looking at, yeah, I'll have to wait to see what, Christine McCall said. Our tables. Administrator on this process. You go into that building and then come this way? Is that what you did?
And the fence doesn't help either, I get it.
Yeah,
The fence is blocking everything.
That's making everything look like it's closed.
yeah, yeah.
Then we tried to get in through this side door, it was closed, locked. Luckily, we found a gentleman.
Yeah,
Last time,
all right. Well, let's see what she has to say and then we can move from there.
Yeah. Worst case is the meetings continue to June 27th, so you have to wait.
That's because it's already been voted.
Yeah,
Okay,
And we can't
yeah, because,
can't move it up and send out.
yeah, because it's gonna be, it will require another posting, another notice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're on delay till June 27th.
Meeting is like. That's the next.
That was the next
That's the
available
next-
date.
That's the next available date.
Well, the next available date for our agenda.
Yeah, for the agenda. The next two meetings are already stacked.
Any questions or concerns on none of you?
We can't really
discuss-
talk
we
about
can't
it,
talk
yeah.
That's open, any comments or concerns about?
The only thing that look at that has already been addressed from TPD. So if there's anything in there that they want you to.
Is that available through?
You should have received
They
the
should.
comments. You should have received the comments prior to tonight's meeting.
If not,
By
they
email.
are on the website.
I got a copy.
You know, like,
The
you
original?
don't want, you don't
I have
mind,
a copy of what's online.
you don't mind giving us? You don't mind?
You can provide it,
You
too.
can have a copy.
I know you.
So this is online.
Yeah.
right? And this-
Our street.
Cross. Cross street.
Would check junk email, just in case, you know what I mean, like the spam, junk email,
Oh, you all get it?
yeah, so,
Thank you.
All right,
Yeah.
sorry for the inconvenience.
yeah, have a good night.
You know what? I feel terrible